A birth may be registered in any civil registration office, regardless of where the birth took place. The staff in the hospital where your child was born will be able to advise you of the location of your local civil registration office. Details are also available online at www.hse.ie. Parents are required by law to register the birth of their child no more than 3 months from the date of the birth. Birth certificates are needed for many purposes, for example, enrolling your child in school or when applying for a passport, etc. The hospital notifies the Civil Registration Service of all births that take place. This process can take up to 2 weeks, so therefore it is advisable that you contact the registration office before attending to ensure your details are on our system. It should be noted that this is the birth notification process and does not mean that the birth is registered. The registration of the birth is carried out based on information provided by a qualified informant. Parents are the primary qualified informants and must attend personally to complete the birth registration and sign the Register of Births. All parents will need to bring photo identification, such as a current passport or driver's licence, parents' personal public service numbers, otherwise known as PPSN numbers. Married couples must produce their original marriage certificate and a certified translation into English or Irish if required. Where the parents cannot attend to register the birth due to ill health or special circumstances, the following persons may act as qualified informants to register the birth: a designated member of the hospital staff where the birth took place, any person present at the birth, any person present in the dwelling where the birth occurred, any person who has charge of the child, any person appointed guardian of the child, a person found to be the parent of the child by order of the courts. In the case of married couples, it is only necessary for one parent to attend, but both may attend should they wish. Where one parent attends, then only one signature will appear on the birth certificate. There are different requirements for registration purposes where the mother and father are not married to each other and where the mother has been party to a previous marriage. In this case, we strongly advise you to contact your local civil registration office for further advice. In the case of a mother who has never been married, the child may only take the father's surname if the father's details are to be recorded at the time of registration. In this case, the father must be present at the registration or have completed the relevant forms in advance. In circumstances where the mother is single and the father wishes his details to be included on the birth certificate, the following options apply. At the joint request of the father and mother, both are required to attend the office of the registrar together to register the birth. At the request of the mother on production of a declaration by her naming the father, this must be accompanied by a statutory declaration by the father acknowledging paternity. The mother is required to attend the office of the registrar to register the birth. At the request of the father on production of a declaration by him acknowledging paternity, this must be accompanied by a statutory declaration by the mother acknowledging his paternity. The father is required to attend the office of the registrar to register the birth. At the written request of the mother and/or father and on production of a certified copy of any order issued by the district or circuit court naming the father of the child. The surname of a child to be entered in the Register of Births shall be the surname of the mother or father or a combination of both. It may be subject to linguistic or cultural modification with the approval of the Superintendent Registrar. The birth certificate will contain information about the child and the parents, which is given at the time of registration. So it is important that this information is accurate and care should be taken by the qualified informant before signing the register, as it is difficult to amend details after the birth is registered. If you have adopted a baby from Ireland or overseas, registration will be processed by the Adoption Authority. There is no fee charged for the registration of a birth, and for all other fees, see our website at www.hse.ie.